Today is July 16th and it's pretty rainy out today, so we decided to take a trip to a museum. And on the way we passed a historic site of a Confucian scholar whose name was Dazi Shundai. He lived in the 1700s and he is actually buried here. And the graveyard is super neat. We'll just take a little walk through here and just check it out. It's very well maintained. The doors are very intricate, as usual, and it's very immaculate. All the grounds are very well kept. And you can see a lot of classic Japanese architecture here on the buildings with the sliding doors. There's some interesting even rock sculptures here. I'll be right there. And as I said, the graveyard is very well maintained. And the gravestones, many of them are beautiful. This one here has ancient Chinese script on it. And a lot of the graves have prayers. They are usually in Sanskrit, which is emanated from India. And so these are prayers to the various Buddhas. Very neat. Well, we are on our way to the museum, but we got caught in rain. But we saw another really nice shrine, and the architecture is gorgeous. And this is dedicated to the goddess of happiness and wealth. And we're just taking shelter underneath an overhang of this beautiful building here. And they have a giant gong, I guess, to announce people. It's very beautiful. Beautiful. Love the gardens. We made our way to the Tokyo National Museum, which was founded in 1872, and it has the longest history of any museum in Japan. It's home to art and artifacts from across Asia. And here are some samurai arrows, the bow, and a arrow sack. And now we're going to look at some samurai armor, various types. And many of these are designed to frighten their opponents and encourage their followers. And the shoguns were basically the military class, and they ruled, a good chunk of the warriors in Japan. This just shows the various periods that are depicted in Japanese history, and they have artifacts from all of these. And this is one of the imperial palanquins, which was carried at waist height, and the emperor would ride in this vessel. And this is another more recent example. This one's from about the 1800s. So now we are looking at Buddhist sculptures. Buddhism was introduced to Japan about 1500 years ago, and these sculptures are very impressive. Very ferocious looking. And this is just in behind the museum. They have tea houses, and you can actually get a traditional tea over there. And then they have the gardens that are beautiful. We're still getting a bit of rain here, but we have survived so far. There's a nice pond over here too. The gardens are fairly extensive. I won't go through the whole garden obviously, but and they say watch out for the crows. I don't know what the crows do to you exactly, but they are definitely vocal. And here's the pond. And you can see the museum back in here. Here's a better look at the pond. Oh, the sun's starting to poke through. And now we're basically at the front garden of the front entrance, main courtyard of the museum building. And the gardens are quite expansive, but the building itself is really impressive. That's the gallery that's the museum we were just in, and the gardens are all in behind there. And they've got various artifacts out here. Some sort of goats, looks like. And it looks like our weather's improving. And we're off from the gallery.